Greetings and salutations, humans and wonderful carbon-based life forms. This is your favorite Russian bot, the master of misinformation, and I am here joined today with the one, the only, Geyck. I know I said your name wrong, but you know what? It's normal. So how the hell do you say your name? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, use small words. Right. Okay. Okay. So geeky. Geek has no sound. Oh hell. Okay, let's see. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? How does he not have sound? Yeah, Panda, thank you. Why the hell do you not? Why do you not have any sound? Yeah, it should be. So let's damnation. Okay, so let's. Yeah, we're just going to screw this all the hell up. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, no, everything's it's not whatever's going on is with Rumble Studio. It's just yeah. Gotcha. Because on my end, it's showing that it is.
Okay, if I turn on this mic, I turned off the mic. How about that?
Okay.
How about that? Come on, people.
Okay. Can y'all hear him now? Do y'all hear the man?
That was me. That was me. That was me. I paused. I muted for some reason. I muted myself in.
So you have me tearing my computer apart. You have me tearing my computer apart for no reason at all. Now we hear him. Yeah, it helps if it turns on this damn microphone.
Yeah. Yep, that was me. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want my mic coming through twice in his stuff.
No,
okay, we're just talking about how
no, we only want your microphone coming through once. We only want your microphone coming through once. I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to have you on.
Well, one is Discord. See, we've got Discord on, and that's how he hears me. But y'all hear me through studio, and that was my mistake. I turned it off. Okay, Panda's here. Let me tell you the story of how everybody in Rumble hates me. No, just kidding. Just kidding. No.
Well, hey, listen. No, everybody on Rumble does not hate you because I actually like you a lot. I think you're actually a pretty cool guy.
I hear you, but not him. Okay, well, Plague does not.
Plague doesn't hear.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
Plague Bane doesn't hear who? Do you hear me and not him, or not him and not me?
You silly. I'm confused. You silly Bane.
You silly.
Sub.
There, now it's working. Okay, now it's working. So he's just getting caught up.
Yeah. Okay. So, hit that live button. Hit that live button. All right.
Oh, hey, that button's live. I mean, brother, we're going. We're cooking with Chris.
No. Do you? A lot of the times, if you click on a new stream, then it'll put you behind. You got to click that live button. Come on, audience, click that live button.
Yeah. No, Rumble. I mean, I tell you, one of the funnest things that I really enjoy is whenever you're doing it, is whenever you're watching someone stream and then just rewind you randomly by like 20 minutes. That's freaking awesome.
Especially on the phone. It'll
do that.
Sucks. Like I accidentally skip behind, just rewind.
Yeah, because I mean, I was watching your with your last driving vlog you were doing,
Oh, okay.
and it just kept like rewinding. It was just like,
Oh.
what the hell is going on
I
here?
don't really hardly read chat anyway. I'm trying to get
What-
a good. Trying to get a
Well, you're
good
trying
thing
not
with
to
that.
die.
Maybe next time I'll just play music. I'll just pipe music through and all listen to the same tunes and stuff.
I mean, you
I
got to
like
do what you got to do.
Yeah, gotta do. Man, look at this huge freaking zip thing. Am I
No.
a teenager? Holy cow! I have
It,
to wear
it,
a
it,
hat.
it adds to your, it adds to your rugged handsomeness.
Man, it's good. Maybe this
There
will
we go.
distract. Maybe that'll
There we go.
distract. I guess
Hear you
we'll have
both
to do
now.
a sound.
Beautiful. Let me guess. It has to
both.
do with sound. Playbane, if you will learn now that you're making content here on Rumble, sound is the most difficult part of content creation. It freaking sucks because everything can be here, everything sounds great on your end, and then you have people in the chat, and no one says a damn thing, and then you go through the rip clips and you find out you had no sound for like 40 minutes. It's just like,
yeah.
I mean, that's never happened to you though, right, Geyck? Never. That's never happened to you. Has it?
Oh yeah, but I have awesome fans, and they'll tell me straight up most of the time if my audio is balls. So Plaguebane and you are friends. Is he a regular on your channel?
Yeah, Playbane. He and I actually work together, and he started a Rumble channel late last year. He's just mostly doing music, and just a good guy. We keep trying to do collaborations, and we start playing, and then he just starts ghosting me, and it's just like, what the hell? So like
What?
any true friend, like any true friend, like you start doing a collaboration together. And they're like, hey, you want to play tonight? And then it's crickets. And they don't hear anything back. And you go to work the next day and it's just like, oh, hey, how was your stream last night? It's like, it would have been better if you had shown up.
Oh, Sophomore John is here.
Sophomore John. There you are, brother. Hey, thank you.
Sound is the best thing to deal with. Also forgetting to unmute yourself like no one tells you.
That's what happened to me. I was doing a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, and like the first 20 minutes I was muted. It was just like, what the hell? But anyway, let's go ahead and let's at least pretend like I'm a professional content creator now that my guest has decided to unmute himself so people can hear him. So, I mean, he tries to make this seem like it's all my fault. Look, just for the record, for my masters in Moscow, I'm doing things the right way here. I'm spreading misinformation the appropriate way. I'm demonetized on YouTube. Just start streaming on Kick.
I'm just here for fun.
I'm streaming everywhere. Well, hey, of course you're here for fun. You're here with PutinBot Gaming. The best place you can be.
Yeah.
Best.
Yeah,
so you started Rumble, back in April of last year?
Yeah.
So what brought you to Rumble? Like, why'd you come here? Did you kick off YouTube like I did or what?
I have like 30,000 subscribers on YouTube, but nobody watches. Nobody watches. There's a bunch of little kids who clicked on my my viral video. I'm gonna take this call. Just hold on. You tell them about you.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just read an ad while you're doing that. You do you. You do you. I'm gonna make some money. We are going to use the power of Rumble Studio, boys and girls. We're going to do us an ad for Truth Social. You see it right there on the line. See it right there on the screen. Big tech suppressing free speech everywhere. And it's clear their censorship campaign is going to get even worse. Without free speech, we won't have a free society. That's why you need to dump the big tech bosses and join the Truth Social movement now. At Truth Social, you can get all your news and opinions, set up or join groups based on your hobbies or interests, and make yourself heard on any issue without being squelched by big tech censors. Join the network. That is the leading platform for direct, unfiltered access to Donald Trump's social media posts. If you want instant access to all of Trump's announcements, plans, and reactions to the biggest issues of the day, Truth Social is a social media platform for you. Break free of big tech suppression, strike a blow against the cancel culture, and reclaim your rights on America's premier free speech social media platform. Join Truth Social today.
Hell yeah. You got it. Got that ad read already.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. But I'll tell you what, though. I'm on Truth Social, and I'm going to take a little bit of umbrage of that. I appreciate the ad. I appreciate them supporting Rumble, but Rumble is the vanguard when it comes to free speech. Sorry. That's just my opinion. I mean, there's
awesome.
no one doing free speech better than Rumble.
I agree. And it really works that like we did, we use Twitter to communicate and stuff. Twitter is awesome. So awesome now. I used to hate it. I was banned from it multiple times, but now it's awesome. And it's like it's like Twitter and Rumble. It's like it just works.
Yeah.
It's just
100%. Well, it's great because the way that I'm beating people like you and Sophomore John, by the way, I want to have you on the podcast. Let me know when you're available and bring you on, brother.
He's a good guy. He's like one of the first people. He's like the first people I met on Rumble. Honestly.
And he hasn't banned you.
He hasn't banned me. That's
surprising.
No,
right there, man. I mean, that just speaks about the dude's character.
He's a guy. He's so nice. He's so nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like jumping onto his streams and listening to his music. Okay, so enough of the rabbit trail. So you joined Rumble back in April of last year. What brought you over?
I started streaming over there. I was getting into live streaming, just doing YouTube. I was maybe setting up a Twitch, but then for some reason Rumble really was the one to catch on. And like we're free speech and stuff, and I met so many people so fast on this platform, and so it just, my channel, you know, in my sake, made it it just blew up, and just meeting the top creators and stuff like that. It was and so that's, you know, I mean, I had a user account for a while, maybe just 2 years prior or something like that. But then, there's this big boom that happened during that time, during the spring of 23, and I was on it. I was meeting all these people, and like it was just like a daily popping up and stuff. Is you know, the growth. It was pretty sweet. Yeah. So do we want to talk about what we're actually here for? I mean, you're only want to do this for an hour. Okay. I want to open up.
We can keep going. I don't care.
Okay. All right. I want to open up.
My wife's going to bed, so I'm golden.
Okay. All right. And your studio isn't in your room?
No. My studio is across the hall.
The studio is in your room like mine is?
It is not. I'm actually across the hall. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really nice. I've actually got my own little room, and that makes life a hell of a lot easier.
You get your own room? I have to build a little room into the garage when I get the actual chicken coop done, and then I can move some stuff into from the garage, and then build a little room in the garage. That's the plan. That's the 10-year plan.
Oh man, no, I get it. Well, the whole reason why I even did this is, I mean, my story's not like yours. I was on YouTube for 2 years, not really going anywhere, just grinding.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I grinded, the more I decided I hated YouTube. And I came over over to Rumble in February of last year.
I love this.
And I have like 7 different channels here on Rumble.
February of last year?
Yeah, February of 2023. And so I have like 7 different channels, because when I came over, just like with you, there are no playlists. It's like, well, I'm covering all these different games, so of course I'm going to do it. I'll make a channel for every game I'm covering, because I'm stupid. And so that's just how I do things.
You notice what my channel is called? Geyck. Things. All the things. I'm just everything. Just put it out here.
I mean, if I had to do it over, I would have just dumped everything in one place. But now I can't, and so if I started
so you got this one, 29 followers. Oh man! But like add them all together, you're the biggest. You're the biggest rumbler on here.
Yeah, I mean, I have like just under 1,000 followers if you just add up all of my different channels. But I'm stupid. Because whenever I tell people I'm not a real content creator,
I need water. Go ahead.
Get some water. Just whenever I tell people I'm not a real content creator, they don't believe it. So we're gonna wait for Geyck to come back. Because the boy has to get water. See, because I might be a Russian bot, but I have my own water here with me. That's what we're going to do. We're going to drink ourselves some water. It's called He's in the Doghouse, aka Putin. Yeah, 100%. I stay in the doghouse quite a bit. It's my home away from home. Yeah, this is nice. Have ourselves a nice little active chat. And it's been a big shout out for Plaguebane. He became the newest channel follower today. Water means vodka. That's true. And I guess while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and drop this little nugget out too. Once we get 6 monthly followers here on the channel,
drop them nuggets.
At the end of October, I will be doing a giveaway, and one of those lucky subs is going to be getting a $100 Steam gift card.
Hell yeah!
So if anybody wants to be entered in, click that subscribe button down below. Support the channel. I appreciate it. But
sweet deal.
Oh yeah, I mean, where the hell else you going to get some schmuck who's stupid enough to come and give you $100 or pay me $5 a month? I mean, that's it's a pretty good deal, right? Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, the biggest reason why I set up this room is I've been pretty successful on Rumble, so I went ahead and set up an LLC. And so for taxes, I want to make sure I get just maximize the write-off. Because ultimately, I want to work for myself. I want to get away from the hospital. I want to work for myself, and my full-time gig be working from home at West Glacier Gaming and making content here on Rumble. That's the dream.
Yeah. So, what do you do at the hospital, if you don't mind?
Right now, what I'm doing is I'm primarily doing medical records. Mm-hmm. And whenever there's a need, I'll sign up and I'll do extra shifts in the ER or something if they need a warm body. But working medical records right now, that's where me and Plague
shifts in the ER. So you actually know some things about medical practices.
I've done some things. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've done some things trying to get away from it, and I'm tired of working for somebody else. Doesn't give a crap about me, and they're going to start mandating just all this BS. I have no interest in it, because working in medicine, it's either you comply or you are going to commit economic suicide. You get to pick, and so that's where I am. That's where I'm.
I work in the medical field right now. Yeah, I give people rides to their medical appointments in my own car.
Hey,
it don't pay well.
You're doing the ride share gig, right?
Yeah. It's I'm doing that, and I mean I would probably call them both ride share, but it's that actually work for, I guess I'm a contractor for a company, and they do it through some other company anyway. And so every day I have a schedule of people who need to get to their appointments. I swear, most of the time I think just Ubering would be more beneficial. Sometimes if there's a big break, I turn on the Uber app and do a ride or two. Yep. Okay.
Oh man,
John.
Yeah, John.
Put the kids to bed. Thanks for
take care of them. Take care of the family, brother. That's what you got to do, man. That's what it's all about. Okay, so let's just go ahead. We got through all the BS. We talked about everything else. We beat around the bush enough. Tell me why I should vote for Trump.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you. This is more BS. No.
Okay. Oh, hey, I like BS.
This is where I was with Trump and stuff. This is for the 2016 election. Okay, let's back it up.
Okay.
2016 election. What a shit show. Right? Yep. You had freaking, I don't even know who was running. Just the worst of the worst people. We got Hillary Clinton. She was the one who made the ticket. And you have just this smorgasbord full of people, career politicians, and freaking the guy from Home Alone, the guy with his TV show.
Yeah.
Donald Trump. I knew about him, since the 80s. It's like the only person, I knew the longest. And he was just some celebrity. He was just loud. His rallies, like people were punching each other because he said to, and it's like, And like 2016, it was voting day. It was time to vote. And I've been watching some YouTubers. One of them was Ethan Klein from H3H3. I don't know if you know about them. I liked him. He was very anti social justice warrior and stuff at the time. But
Right.
then, and he says, okay, it was Ken Bone and what the heck? Oh, okay. Do you remember the humongous meme? There's the humongous. Like, what's your name? Humongous. And so it was that. It was humongous. And then this Ken Bone, lesser well known, is he was asking the presidential candidates question. It was at not an open forum, but people were there to ask candidates something, and it was his turn to go. And he is just this sweet, like fat, like kind of middle-aged gentleman, and he was just most lovable thing. His name was Ken Bone, and so it's like Ethan Klein, the H3 guy. He was like, okay, on the ticket is humongous and Ken Bone. Humongous Bone is what we're voting for. And I was the only guy to take it seriously. I was like, okay, should I vote for Trump? Like, this guy's a joke. Okay. Should I vote for I just write in. I remember in the bathroom of the courthouse, I took a crap and relieved myself when I was supposed to vote. And I'm like, I'm in there and I'm like, what the hell do I do? What do I do? Who do I vote for? And I actually wrote in humongous bone. This is the humongous bone ticket. And so that's what I did for 2016. And I wrote it down and I started walking away and I started crying. Now I was like crying because how much I thought the election system was a joke.
Yep.
That was me. I thought it was a joke. And I'm like, I don't take this fucking seriously. I don't. And stuff. And so that was my voting thing. But when even before he was actually inaugurated, like things were happening. Like one that I can think of is the stock market gained some confidence and started investing. The stocks actually went up. Right. And like that's pretty neat because there's this businessman like in charge, and not these liberal wackos that just want to kill businesses and stuff. And so it went up. And then as it got just it was like weeks, months into the presidency, he's doing some kick-ass things. He's not caring about what like the special interests were thinking, and just doing what he thought was right. And that was, it was right. It was good for businesses. It was good for a lot of things. It seemed like it was, not only that, it was very entertaining. Him getting up there and just being a wrecking ball and blasting, just blasting the social justice warriors and everything. And so that was like the first, few months of his presidency. That's what I saw. And I started getting excited about it. I'm like, this is unlike anybody else I've ever seen.
Where now you're going to be probably a little bit surprised with this when I tell you this, but I was one of Trump's biggest supporters in 2016. 100%. Where Trump won me is early on in the campaign when he pulled out Lindsey Graham's phone number at some old podunk rally. I mean, they're like maybe 30 old people there. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Oh, Lindsey Graham, he gave me his phone number. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works." And the dude calls him right there in the rally, starts trolling him. It was just like, this is the guy for me. I mean, for me, Trump was the proverbial middle finger to the
Yes.
Republicans and the Democrats.
Yes.
Donald Trump.
I forgot all about that. Yeah. I got a different pair of
Thank you, Trill Will.
shades.
I mean, for me, Donald Trump, pardon the language, was Donald Trump. I voted for him in 2016 because he was the biggest fuck you to Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
He was the middle finger.
Yep.
So that's what to me was appealing. And the Republican Party hated him. The way that he went after Jeb Bush on Valentine's Day in 2016, that Valentine's Day debate, I mean, there was a murder on live TV. And he called out his dad, said, your dad lied us into Iraq. We killed 1 million people. And I'm like, preach, go. That was me. And it was like, that is what I want. That is the man who I want to be president, because I don't want some lunatic who's going to go in and start a nuclear war with Russia.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 little kids. I like for them to actually have a chance to grow up. I don't want to be vaporized. I would like to be able to earn a living and take care of my family, watch my kids grow up, and maybe one day get to be a granddad. That to me is the sum of my ambition. That is what I want. I'm a very simple man. That is what I want.
Just live that life.
Leave me alone. Let my kids grow up. Let me spoil my grandkids. Stay out of my life. That's me in a nutshell. Very conservative. I want a government that's so small I can drown it in the toilet. And that's why.
Yeah.
Alpha Zero Omega. Howdy, brother. No, and
Alpha.
and so that's me. And so, I mean, I campaigned for Trump. I volunteered for him. I had the Trump hat. I had the Trump swag. I was all in. I was working at Verizon at the time. I actually lost that job because I supported Trump. I had I was a supervisor. I had a woman who she accused me of sexual harassment.
Fuck.
And once that happens, you're done. You cannot disprove a negative. And so whenever I say that I gave up, I gave up a job supporting Trump, that was me.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And let's see. And Sure Will's over there on YouTube. Brother, I'm glad to have you here, my friend. But so fast forward. I loved everything candidate Trump said. But President Trump, in my opinion, governed as Obama's third term. The Trump organization had zero organization. You don't drain the swamp by bringing in more alligators. I mean, the dude brought in the current director of the FBI, Ray, Bill Burr, was it Burns? Burns. He brought in John Bolton, of all people. Really? That's going to be your chief of staff. Then you're going to bring in, and then you're going to hire Fauci. And so you start going through all this crap. And then after that mass shooting in Phoenix, where Trump teamed up with Dianne Feinstein, of all people, to push gun control, using the ATF to do it, bypassing Congress. And the Republicans called him on it when Trump came out and said, you're afraid of the NRA. I'm not. And they start pushing red flag laws. Sorry, that's where you lose me. When you start governing as a Democrat, I'm sorry. I'm going to call you on that. And Trump lost my support. And so this election cycle, fast forward, I was all in for Vivek. Vivek is young. Vivek's young. Vivek is smart. He's articulate. And most importantly, Geyck, the dude has a plan. What is Trump's plan? I mean, he's going out saying, oh, I'm going to do all these things. Well, you didn't do it the first time. You governed just like a Democrat. He outspent Obama. Obama was president for 8 years. Trump outspent him.
Really?
So my question to you.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, exactly. And so my question to you, I mean, I'm not trying to take a big steaming crap. I realize I'm here on Rumble. I'm pissing off like everybody here. This is Trump Central. I understand, I'm not doing myself any favors by coming out and saying, I'm sorry, but President Trump was Obama's third term. Tell me where I'm wrong.
Oh my gosh. I would hate to see. I'd hate to see. Yeah. I think, freaking Biden is freaking third term of, okay. The biggest one for me is the energy independence. Like, whatever. I didn't even know that was a possibility in the world to be energy independent, not have to rely on Saudi Arabia and a bunch of freaking terrorists and stuff. I'm like, that is great. And our we're supporting ourselves, by, with that. And it was awesome. Like, the prices went down and stuff. I thought that was incredible. I didn't know that was a possibility. Freaking, I don't know how it happened. Act of God that we had. What was it? Two or three Supreme Court justices, vaporized, and Trump was able to put in conservative ones.
And I'll give him credit for that.
To make the abortion not federal, not a federal law. You can't ban all abortion, but you banned it on a federal level. It wasn't protected federally on the state level.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, walk myself in circles. I didn't even know that was a possibility, and it was so funny, like watching the Supreme Court interviews and stuff, and he said, "Oh, what do you think about abortion? What abortion? If abortion is set law, what are you gonna do?" And they placated and whatever. As soon as they came in, abortion is no longer a federal thing. I'm like, hell yeah! How did this dude get all this? Get that? I didn't know the possibility. It was a great time in America. Trump has discussed this, admitted his failure in his cabinet. He said that now he's been through all and knows who to hire. That's up to you if that's enough, but he has addressed this.
Yep. And then Plague Bane said he couldn't be bought being a billionaire, so they couldn't use that. And you see, and I guess, Panda, I mean, and I'm hearing what you're saying. It's just my whole thing is fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. I need Trump to actually tell me a plan. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, Vivek, you ask him, okay, well, what are you going to do about the national debt? Lay off 70% of the federal employees. How are you going to do that? I'm going to go by the last number, their social security number. I mean, done. That's it. You're toast. Then Vivek talks about how you can't reform the FBI. It's completely corrupted, which it is. Blow it up. I'm right there with you. So, and for the life of me, this is something I can't understand. Trump knows that the FBI, in 2016.
What?
He knows.
Say that sentence again. You kind of blinked out for a second.
Trump knows that the FBI spied on him in 2016.
Oh,
he knows that they did. So my question is if he gets elected this year in 2024, why is he promising to build them a brand spanking new headquarters?
Oh, really?
Blow that bastard up. Send it to the next world. So Trump's superpower is that he hires the worst people. I mean, I wish I was wrong. I truly do. I wish I could just go in and say, I think that Trump would. I think he went in. I think that he was naive. That he thought that being president meant that he had the power, and he didn't know what he was getting into. The problem that I have with that is that presidents have the power to fire people.
Mm-hmm. That's his favorite thing. That's his catchphrase.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. But he didn't fire anybody.
That's not. Yeah.
He didn't fire anybody.
Yeah, drain the swamp wasn't really a thing. It was.
No,
I think he got more. I think it was more complicated. Like he got in there and shit's more complicated than just.
Oh, he's way over his head.
Yeah. That's why I loved him. Trump has to be very careful not to come off as an extremist with media that will pounce. Vivek can say that. Trump can't. This is about politics. Yeah,
But Trump's sorry. I mean, I hear what you're saying, Panda. But here's the thing. I mean, the media has been telling us that Trump is literally Hitler for the last 7 years, maybe longer. He's already an extremist in their eyes. I mean, there's a reason why that Kamala Harris is high up in the polls as she is. I mean, she was the most unpopular VP in history. And now all of a sudden, the media's behind her. And it's a machine.
Yeah.
No, she's fighting a machine.
No,
Trump is.
Talk about that in a second. How she can just be freaking the nominee. It's kind of retarded.
Well, I mean, nothing says democracy like appointing somebody without voting for them. It's like saving free speech by putting the
if Biden dies
by censoring speech.
Has that ever been done before? Like usually the vice president runs for president. That's how this shit's done.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. No, this is new.
I'm kind of happy, almost happy about it. Yeah, go ahead, break your laws and stuff, but because we had the worst president in, but you're that we shouldn't have been president. Like, yeah, show me the worst person on the other side so they wouldn't be elected. And I thought we had the worst. I thought they had the worst, but now this is the worst. Kamala, it's a new freaking low.
Let's see. And Panda says that doesn't mean you feed the extremist narrative. Has to be very careful about how to navigate that. Guaranteed. He brings on Vivek to do everything Vivek discussed. I hope so. So I was really hoping, and I came out publicly with this. Now, granted, who the hell am I? I'm a Russian bot with a Southern accent here on Rumble, right? But I said if Trump made Vivek his VP, I would vote for him 100%.
I was hoping that's what a lot of people are hoping that. I mean, that he's just vying for the vice presidency during all the debates and stuff. Oh man.
Oh, I mean, if he had brought on Vivek as the number 2, we would be having this conversation. I would be out there cheerleading. I wouldn't be supporting Trump. I would be supporting Vivek. I think that Trump likes the limelight. I mean, the dude is an out and out attention whore. Let's just be honest. He is.
Yeah.
He needs to have a VP or a chief of staff who's a policy guy who knows how to get in and get crap done. So, okay, Mr. President, sign this. Okay, what is it? Don't worry about it. Just sign this. I'm blowing stuff up. It's like, okay, I'm going to go play some golf. Great, do it. I would fully support that 100%. But I know that you live in the Central Time Zone. Do you live in a battleground state, Geyck?
I don't know. I'm in Wisconsin. It's no secret.
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
I guess that
battleground?
That counts. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Trump won that in 2016. So yeah, I mean that.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like I've never voted for someone that won my state. I mean, with the Trump, I don't know, like years past and stuff, but it was really sad that I didn't vote for him. Oh, he won it. And then the following election, like I did vote for him, but like we didn't get it. You can bring Vivek 2 Vance is what helps him get him seeing states.
Well, I would think
it's a good choice for swing states. Okay.
Yeah, I would think that.
Again,
but,
politics.
But Ohio is redder than redder than Florida is. So I mean, Ohio is pretty much, as far as I can read the numbers anyway, it's pretty solidly Republican.
But so a switch from like vice president. I can't think of his name now. Gray-haired guy.
Pence.
Huh? Pence. Yeah.
Pence.
Like yeah. Pence. We all like Pence at the time, and stuff, and then that one fateful day, like I said, this guy's a pussy. This guy's a pussy, and he was like just beyond. He was like the safety net, like of extreme conservatism, which is great. He was at the time seen as just a great guy and stuff, and just a decent person, and then to swing to this dude who's married to some porn star. What a switch. Sorry, I donated plasma.
No, man, no, you're good.
Take off my
brother,
wrap here. Yeah. And so anyway, it's just what a contrast and stuff. So yeah, the pencil dick. But okay, I was gonna say the other thing. I mean, I don't know how big of a list there was, but I like the no new wars. That was
that for me is huge.
That was tits. it was funny, and then the Korean War officially ended in his term. He ended at least one war.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that everything that Trump touched turned into crap. I'm not. I think his instincts are right. I think Trump's biggest problem is that he likes to be liked, which is kind of interesting because he's kind of portrayed as being this New York billionaire asshole, but that's not. But he likes to be liked. He likes to be flattered.
I think by time COVID came around, he was trying to kind of placate. Like, okay, they believe that this is a big deal. I better treat it as a big deal, or I'm not, or my support is gonna go down. Like he didn't, he didn't put as much. I don't think he put as much gusto into the lockdowns and stuff like that. That was a state. So he didn't give a shit about masking and all that, but he had to at least act like he cared for the people because this is what the people want. That's what it sounded like. And yeah, I didn't know anything about Fauci either when he came on, and I was watching that like every day. I was watching. Here's a short little guy behind him, and he's giving the updates. And I'm like, okay, yeah, and fuck. Come to find out, he was getting everybody shit scared about AIDS way back in the day. He was that guy who spread AIDS around. I did not know that. Like, I thought, okay, we're all in this emergency together, right? Let's try to do it right and stuff. It was a fucking scary time. I could talk on and on about that. But yeah, he was listening to the guy that said AIDS, you touch something some dude with AIDS have and you die. You know? And I don't know. Did he choose Fauci, or is he's just been there?
He's the one that fired. He's the one that hired him. So basically,
really.
So I mean, well, Fauci, he's already working for the federal government. He was already working like Department of Health, all that kind of crap. But when COVID came about, his advisors, for whatever reason, said, "Mr. President, this is the best guy that we have on virology. This is the dude that we need. This is the guy you need to bring on." And
so it was during the COVID thing that he hired him.
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he wasn't vetted. For the love of God, this one time, please consider just how terrifying the alternative is. I truly value people's vote however they want, but the stuff the Dems have planned is irreversible. Consider it. Yeah, It's
agreed. Hey there, UB. I see you over there on Twitch.
Oh, we got UB.
Yeah, he's hanging out over there on Twitch. I see you over there. I'm streaming. I'm streaming everywhere right now. It's great. I'm just how many platforms I can get kicked off of tonight. That's the goal. I mean, let's just go double down. So, but I mean, with me, it's just I can forgive a lot of crap. You go in. Every politician on the face of the earth makes a bunch of promises. They all do. I'm going to shrink the debt. I'm going to end the wars. I'm going to bring down prices. Yada, yada, yada. Just kind of go down the list. Okay, great. I know that about 90% of that's going to be BS. For me, the important things that impact me is, one, don't make life harder for my family. Mm-hmm. Two, let's not get any new wars. And three, actually mean what you say when it comes to defending the Constitution. So when Trump said that he supported red flag laws, and the congressman came up and said, "Well, no, Mr. President, there's due process. You can't just go and take someone's property without a trial and then being convicted. You have to go through due process." And then Trump said, "Well, no, you take the guns first and go through due process second." It's just like, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay. Yep.
And so, I mean, so for me, I mean, those are so it's I'm not a single issue voter. I'm a multiple issue voter, and so the multiple issues that I'm looking at is one, don't add $12 trillion to the debt, which Trump did. Don't push gun control through an unelected agency using the same bureaucracy you were elected to blow up. Don't use that bureaucracy to push gun control. And three, if that's what you want to do, I mean, for the love of God, go to Congress and actually make Congress do its job. Get up there and vote for it. If you want gun control, push for it. Mm-hmm. Make people say yay or nay. Put your name on a freaking piece of paper. Stand up, be counted, one way or the other, and don't be a coward.
I hated the big bump stock ban, and like companies making them, they ended up like having to bury like a whole freaking shipment of them, and that got me. Like, yeah, there's some things that got me, but all in all, like Trump is like my favorite president. Everybody else, all the Republicans, it was always like my whole life, at least my whole voting life, it was okay. What's my lesser of two evils? I know they say that they're, against abortion, but it really doesn't matter because nothing freaking ever changes. That's what they can ride on, but nothing ever changes. And it was just like I would hold my nose and vote for the little R.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a big difference until I saw Trump. It was the only one I'm like, it's like getting up early and let's go vote. I want to get this done. And I finally in the primaries of the 2020, I finally could vote for Trump. Yes, it's the first time I put it on. I voted for Trump. Hell yeah. Where I am, I didn't have the chance. I didn't even have the chance to vote for him in the primaries. Right. I guess here it was Montana, already decided.
Yeah, here in Montana we did just because the primary was still going on because was it Kasich, who was the governor in Ohio, the douchebag just he would not drop out. You had Ted Cruz, just like the establishment rhino, him and Lindsey Graham. I despise them. I hate their guts. And so they were still running, and so I got to vote for Trump in here in Montana in the Montana primary.
Uh-huh.
President Trump, to your point, was the first president that I loved. He's also the first president that ever broke my heart.
Oh,
because the dude straight up, he broke every promise that he made. Candidate Trump was great, and so if Trump and President Trump was Obama's third term. Now a lot of people kind of push back on that, but here's what I submit to you. If during Obama's second term, if he had tried to push gun control through the ATF, the Republicans would have been apoplectic. They were asleep at the switch when Trump did it. They were asleep at the switch when Trump pushed red flag laws. They were asleep at the switch when Trump said the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution that says that the government cannot come and take your property without due process. They were all asleep at the switch. And so I'm about
to think.
So I'm probably about to get like 100 people unsubscribe to me right now here on Rumble. In 2020,
you don't even have 100 people.
It depends on the channel. But dropping a like on my way to bed. Thank you, Triple Z.
I'll say Putin. I'll
say
Putin. Okay, you have valid concerns and you stress your points. Well, Obama would have encouraged wars.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing, right? Obama dropped bombs on every single day of his presidency for 8 years, like every hour.
Oh, good God.
If you go through and if you average it out, Obama dropped bombs every day over 8 years, and it averages about an hour and 30 minutes a day. Or every hour and 30 minutes, a bomb is being dropped under Obama's.
Gotta use them. Gotta use those bombs.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to. I mean, you got to pay for the people who fund your campaign.
Oh my gosh,
right?
Don't tell anybody. It's like over here, there's this bomb manufacturer, and like I was talking to someone who works there. I'm like, they're looking for people, and the pay is good. I'm like, yeah, might as well just feed the machine.
Yeah.
The
And you
pay
see,
is good.
I mean,
Oh man.
I will tell y'all right now how Trump could win my vote.
Okay.
Because if you look at the electorate, about 90% of the people who are going to vote for Trump are going to vote for him. 90% of the people are going to vote for Kamala, are going to vote for her. So the real place for that 10% in the middle. That's how this election is going to come down.
Yeah, it always is. The independents, you know.
Tell me
That's how
what
it
the
works.
issue. Tell me what your issues are, and tell me how you're going to do it. Talk policy to me. If you want pillow talk to me, don't blow smoke. Don't tell me things that you're going to do. Tell me what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Give me the roadmap. Tell me what you're going to do. And for the love of God, stop just reaching out and swapping spit with Lindsey Graham in the freaking shower. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, if you're going to run as the dude who's going to blow up Washington D.C., thank you, Triple Z. I appreciate it, my friend. I mean, if you're trying to win my vote, if you're going to run as an outsider, you don't do it by cuddling up with the establishment. I want someone who is going to be a disruptor.
That's what
I want
sounds. I mean,
someone.
that's what it was like. Like I swear, he was a bull in a china shop. That guy came in and he didn't care. He didn't. It seems like he didn't care about the politics of it. He just came in and did it. Doesn't care what what not supporters, but just the other side says. He rips apart other politicians and
Well,
stuff.
I think what is that Trump
Not a
thought that
third
DC
term. If
worked.
Trump was was
Be trying
Obama's
to kill
third
him.
term, they would be trying to kill him. Trump's clearly a thorn enough for the powers that be, and he's a target. Yeah. I mean, oh my gosh.
I would agree with that because Trump is the ugly. Trump, in his autistic way, is honest enough to come out and say the things that DC, but they don't want to say in polite company. Like Trump just comes out and say it. He just comes out and says it.
I don't know if he
And
does that anymore. I think he's in the politics now. He understands it more. I think because at the beginning he just do whatever. I think this is right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about it and stuff. But I will say this. This has always been my analogy with Trump. Okay, is we are America. We are this little elf community. These he must be doing something right to try to arrest him, then try to kill him, and it failed both. Trump definitely making lobbyists uncomfortable. Yeah, I want to get to that too. Okay, so in America, the conservative America, we are these happy little elves.
Yeah.
These happy little elves, and we were we have our values and we're really nice, but there's an enemy out there and it's trying to stop it, lie, steal, whatever. And we have an ogre. We have an ogre standing at the gates with his big old club, and he's not an elf. And look at this big meanie. Yeah, he's a big meanie. It's just defending your village. He's just on the outside, and he's good. He's big ugly motherfucker, and
exactly,
and making it happen. And that's how I always thought of it. Is just he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to be a friendly little elf. He's this big guy fighting our wars for us.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And I mean, no, and to kind of go along with what Panda Sub and Triple Z are saying. Oh, by the way, Triple Z, he's a content creator here on Rumble. For those of you who are here, drop that man a follow. He's a freaking good guy. Love him to death. Triple Z is awesome.
We do. Meeting some people.
Yeah, Triple Z is awesome. See, here's the thing. I want to like Trump. I really do. Uh-huh. And Trump can win me back. Like, I'm not a never Trumper. You can win me back. Trump can win me back by saying a couple of things. One, he can say, let's get out of NATO. Why are we paying Europe to defend Europe? I mean, typically, if you're someone's bodyguard, don't they pay you? Oh. So why are we paying Europe for the privilege of defending Europe? Explain it to me. Why are we there? What is the point?
Like
Well, like for example,
not the.
well, like
Yeah, go ahead.
well, yeah, like no. So, for example, what Europe likes is that they have these really great uh, social benefit programs, universal health care, all this other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have a military. They outsource their national security to us. The United States military defends them. They then get to reinvest all that money into their economy, into their societies, and the United States taxpayer is paying the bill. So, for example, Israel is a great example of this. And about to touch another third rail. I don't care. Israel's not the 51st state. Why are we defending them?
Yeah.
I mean, I help me understand. I mean, in Israel, they have free education, including college. Their healthcare system is single payer, kind of like what people have talked about getting here. I'm very conservative, but that is something I do support because our healthcare system is completely broken. I see it every day. It is shattered. It is completely it's completely wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
In Israel, if you if you got into a car wreck tomorrow and you had to go and it was just really bad, like a compound fracture of your leg, you're in the ER, you had to go get your leg repaired, had physical therapy, you're going to easily with insurance, you're going to have a $60,000 medical bill when it's all said and done. Israel doesn't have that. Now, here's the other thing that people don't like to talk about. Israel has free abortions. Abortion is paid for by the American taxpayer.
Oh.
So my whole thing is, if a country has a lower debt to income ratio than what we have, then let's not give them foreign aid. We have veterans living under every single bridge in this country. For the amount of money that we've given to Ukraine over the last 2 years, we could have ended homelessness. We could have ended homelessness, and we could have taken care of so many things with the money that we pissed away to Ukraine.
Fuck that shit.
But no, we can't put money into helping our own people because of reasons. But we can fund proxy wars across the world. And we can help Israel just bomb the ever-living dog crap out of 3 million people and kill 50,000 kids. No, sorry, I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life if a kid is on the inside of the mom's womb. I'm also pro-life if it's on the outside. You don't get to blow up hospitals, especially not with my money. And Trump just gets on there and says, oh, well, AIPAC was so much stronger 10 years ago. It should be stronger now. Fuck that.
AIPAC?
Yeah, AIPAC, the America-Israel... Oh, what the hell does it stand for? It's the Israeli lobby in D.C. Let me look it up here. I can't remember what the acronym stands for.
Okay.
Let me see. APAC.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. It's just, I could go on a big rant, and I think I want to.
Hey, man, ran away. I want to hear your rant.
About, oh my gosh, just it's not even politics. I want to do a new show, Red, White, and Based. The first one is not even talking about politics, but how the whole world is actually screwed up and it's heading in a direction that we there's no way anybody can stop it, and it's just like spending money is the way of it. Like our world, our government just spends money so we can get deeper and deeper in debt on purpose. So we're in debt.
It's retarded.
And there's no way around. I'll give you a follow. Thank you, Triple Z. I have a new friend. Thanks, Triple Z.
Hey, you can never have enough friends. And Triple Z is awesome. Triple Z is freaking awesome. Triple Z is a retard. Don't follow that loser. He's lying. Triple Z is awesome. Great guy. So I mean, you tell me where am I going off the reservation here? Why should I give Trump a vote besides Kamala sucks? I already know Kamala sucks, so I'm gonna vote third party.
Is that your plan?
Yeah. Oh, 100. I'm gonna write in Vivek. I'm gonna write in Vivek.
Right in Vivek. Oh man. Oh man, he's got to vote your conscience. I voted my conscience at 16 and threw it away. I threw it away as well at 16.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna straight up be throwing away this vote, and I'm walking in eyes wide open, fully understanding that I am.
Mhm.
Now, here's the thing: that Montana is not exactly a battleground state. I mean, it's very red, it's very small. I mean, it's a big state, but we have a small population. Really has a big libertarian bend with it. John Tester's a disaster. I'm going to vote against him. But I'm going to vote for Tim Sheehy. But when it comes to Trump, the top of the ticket, I don't know. I mean, Trump needs to give me something. He needs to give me a reason to vote for him besides saying, oh, I'm going to fix this. Okay, well, great. How? What is your plan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I do believe deep into politics. He's totally my guy for every. What he has been doing is nothing but. It's seen nothing but wins, for the most part. In his first presidency, you get up every day and you're like, oh, he did this. That's fucking awesome. He did this. Oh my gosh, that's great. And it's just, yeah, it's so stupid how we got here. It's like, okay, Trump was president, okay, and then Biden, career politician, for some reason, he got elected and he was
from
president.
From his basement.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, campaigning means nothing. Campaigning means nothing if you believe that election. Don't campaign. But okay, and so now we had 4 years of Biden. Okay, look at 4 years of Biden, 4 years of Trump. It's the same thing. Same
Good
thing
night,
as
brother.
last time. Is you last time you voted? Okay, what do you like more? Kamala throwing Kamala is gonna be better. Oh, you changed the rules, you stupid bastard. We had a direct comparison. And like, no, every election cycle. No, but this one's gonna save us.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, no tax on tips. No tax on tips is gonna save you. Which didn't even. She wasn't her idea. What was it? She was the deciding vote to tax tips. Somewhere like, gosh. Good night, gentlemen. We'll be in touch. PutinBot. Triple Z. If I see you pop up somewhere, if we run into each other again, I will follow you. Because right
Triple
now,
Z is awesome.
I'll just forget you and stuff, and I'm following way too many people. But if you show up, and I'm gonna forget, you said, yeah, I was in your freaking PutinBot chat. I'm like, oh yes, follow that dude.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna do like a mass purging because a lot of people pop up. Hey man, I need to follow. Okay, great, no problem. I follow like 100 people, and only like 6 of them show up.
At the beginning, it was like Pudge TV.
Yeah, Pudge is awesome. I love Pudge.
Yeah, it was in Sophomore John's chat. He was looking for followers. He wanted to stream. He needed those 5. I was one of his first 5 followers.
Gotcha.
I was there. So yeah, he's making stuff done. Okay.
Oh, Pudge is doing some work. My goal is to get to where he is right now. That'd be freaking huge.
We were for a while. It was so funny because it was like it was not even in the triple digits. When I met him and stuff, and so I was a little higher, and then he was doing some stuff, and then he's like, oh, that's it. He passed me, and then he took some time off, and I was able to pass him again, and then he was, and then they feature a bunch of times, and they really love him. I mean, he's out there promoting and stuff, so I can kind of see why. Whatever.
I mean,
I understand Geyck, no problem. I am not on Rumble as much as YouTube. I suck at the Rumble thing, but we'll get better.
I'm gonna help him with Rumble Studio. That's the goal. I'm gonna help him get set up with Rumble Studio sometime.
Rumble Studio or a studio can do Rumble Studio. I do use it to multi-stream. When I figured that, oh my gosh, when they had the ad, when you can do the ads, the ad reads on Rumble, I was early on before they're really even advertising it. I figured out without the whatever we're using, the FPT, thing that they have now to make it really easy. I figured out how to get the what is it? The virtual camera to work, and then the audio
the audio was nightmare.
like a plug-in to work, and I did it. I freaking set it up. I worked on it for like a day straight and hardly got any sleep. I was so excited. And then I did it, like, oh my gosh. And then they started advertising that you could do it. Hold on, this is my Lulu.
Hey there. Howdy.
I have a filter on.
How are you doing?
Is it filter? He's got a filter. This is Lulu. This is lovely Lulu.
How there, Lulu.
Lulu.
Sorry,
Lulu.
there's the southern gets in the way.
Low.
I watched more Miraculous, and I hate Felix even more.
Okay. All right, you going to bed?
Yeah.
Or in my bed, probably. Silly girl. All right. Love you. Where was I even?
You were talking about Rumble Studio, about how you were getting it put together.
Yeah, I put it together, and then it wasn't till like a few days later that they figured out how to add the FPT or whatever it's called into it and make it better. Like, dude, I was doing this. I swear I was one of the first people to do an ad read. They couldn't get it.
Yeah, man.
I'm an early adopter. I was an early adopter. Usually I'm an early adopter on things, and I was the first person to do it, and then it just sits there, and then everybody else passes me. That's how I do things.
Oh yeah, no, I was just doing. What I was using the virtual audio cables and everything else, just trying to make it all work right. And man, it was just a nightmare. I will never understand why they released Rumble Studio with one audio channel.
Okay, all right, I'll try it.
I pick it up at 2:15 in the morning.
Okay, all right. I love you, babies. My wife be going to sleep now, so I try to be quiet. Okay. If we're gonna talk to her, let me switch headphones here because I can hear I should be able to hear myself in them.
Yeah, make sure it's not muted.
Yeah. Okay, that
beautiful.
Check that.
I hear you loud and clear.
Check. Okay,
it's working just fine. It is working.
Switch over the audio. Okay, say something.
Check. I am your favorite Russian bot, the master of misinformation. No work. It's no working. You broke it. You broke it.
Because we're talking in Discord. Let me switch that.
We can probably get out of Discord. It might be working through Rumble Studio now. I don't know. We can try it.
Output device should be. It should be.
Do you hear me?
Coming through my earphones. Okay. What about now?
I hear you. I hear you. Talking. Hey, it would not be a PutinBot gaming stream without technical problems. Yeah, lost you. We lost him.
All right, let me just switch it back.
Thanks, Dave.
Nope, not that one. All right, check.
I hear you.
We back. Oh, what the heck? How come I can't hear you at all?
You can't hear me now?
Where's it
I
coming
don't
from?
know. I don't know.
What? Where's it coming from? Talk again?
Hello, 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 hello. Greetings and salutations.
Oh, yeah. It's not the one I wanted. Okay. Try it again?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't
No,
get,
man,
like,
it's all good.
no, with my, I usually do this because it's, there's no delay. I have, like a M box that it's faster and stuff. It's kind of like analog and stuff.
Gotcha.
So I can hear I should be able to hear myself with those headphones. And so I won't talk as loud because I can totally hear myself. I blast out my ears, and
Gotcha.
it's my wife. She'd be going. She can sleep. She can sleep. She got to get up super early to make them donuts.
Nope, I hear you. I mean, if you want, we can go ahead and call her now because I was thinking about an hour anyway.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
way, that way we're not blowing out her
What-
ears and
What else? Yeah. What else were we gonna?
whatever.
else were we gonna say? So you're gonna. So
I mean,
I convinced you, and you can do the Trump, and you're gonna buy the hat and buy the
Yeah,
flag.
100%. I'm using Confederate money to do it. Yep. I mean, no. I got a stack of it here at the house. It's going to be worth something again one day. But first you
Confederate
don't
money.
if at first you don't secede, try again. Just,
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about what's gonna happen. Like
I mean-
I thought the last election was just made everything. It's like the world was on fire, but the world was on fire earlier than like now. Freaking 2020, the world is freaking on fire.
I really do think that it doesn't matter who's going to win. I think that things are just going to come unglued this election year, because neither side I don't think is going to accept it. I think it's just going to be just a complete cluster. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. What was I gonna say though? I was
No, I
gonna
have a
say
question for
something
you.
totally smart.
So whenever you're doing your ride share, do any of the people that you ride with, do they ever bring up politics and tell you who they're planning on voting for, or is that something that people kind of stay away from?
Not really. I try to steer away from it and stuff. I was thinking, and then lately I was like, I finally have a good opportunity to witness the people, and I'm kind of squandering it. And so like politics, I usually I'm just quiet then. Like I just want to have a good ride. Like right now, like it's usually like man, there's so much hate floating around.
Oh, it's bad.
Like in 2020 and stuff, and like I literally like I'm just like people deserve to be murdered right now, and like
Right.
and they found things that people will fight about,
Yep.
and then they blew it up. Everybody has something that they're gonna fight about, or we can all just, you can have your ideas and I can have my ideas, but we'll talk about the weather or something, and I could, but we were so divided, and my theory's up, that they want to divide us. They want a war
100%.
and stuff. There's no way we're not gonna get a war, but yeah.
I mean, you know how the British took over India, don't you? Divide and conquer. They got the Hindus and Muslims to fight each other, and then by the time they realized what was happening, they done got had. I mean, it was. They did the work for them. So it's the globalists doing the same thing here. They're trying to get the right wingers to fight the progressives or the liberals, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people like me, just like, listen, idiots, you're not my enemy. It's that dude up there in that freaking suit that's pulling the strings. He's the enemy. He's the one who's screwing both of us.
Yep.
And it's just, but people can't see that. It's just like I don't know if it's because of Twitter. I don't know if it's because of social media, but a lot of people
You're
just
fighting. Got to fight with the people that disagree with you, not that are trying to control you.
absolutely. And it's just like I don't know why people can't just take a step back and realize that you can have a difference of opinion, and that does not mean I'm your enemy. It's just like I'm not your enemy. You're not mine. A black nationalist down in Atlanta is not my enemy. My enemy is the dude who's in DC who's just completely screwing us because of taxes and inflation. But my enemy is the guy that goes off and tells some dude, hey, tell some black person, hey, that white guy with that short haircut with that southern drawl, he's your enemy because of the way that he looks. Or vice versa. Hey, Mr. Redneck white dude, your enemy is that big burly black guy down the street.
Yep.
That's not my enemy. But people, they're so tribal, they can't get that through their heads. And for me, that is just, it's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, that's what like the guy with the suit, is spouting all this. He's your enemy. Yeah, but they're like, that's the guy I voted for. He's my friend. It's like, and that's where they're gonna.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. My enemy isn't even necessarily that politician. Like Lindsey Graham, I hate that guy, despise him. But he's not my enemy. He's a puppet. My enemy is the guy who's funding him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the guy funding the super PAC, who's ruling who's the shadow behind the throne, who's pulling the strings. That's my enemy. It's that banking cartel that's funding everybody. It's the lobbyist who's saying, "Hey, we need to drop 1,000 more bombs this year in order to make our shareholders happy." That's my enemy,
dude. I want to do this show. I'd like to have it a normal show. I'm just barely working on it. Red, white, and base. So if this is the plug. I want to follow me if you want to do this.
Do it.
The very first show is basically what you're talking about. I want to do politics and right and left and stuff. But the very first show, I'm like, dude, I'm waking up. This is what's happening, and it's been in the works for centuries. And I thought the world operated like this certain way. Like, dude, I was lied to. It operates this certain way, and we're all in the mix. And then then maybe a different episode than like normal, like right, left politicians, politics and whatever. But I'm just knee deep in like the conspiracy. I mean, basically what you said is the conspiracy of what's
do you know
happening.
Do you know who coined the term conspiracy theory?
Oh, I think I do. You can word it better, probably.
After JFK was assassinated, the CIA came up with that term about people trying to discredit the different theories. They said, no, that means you're a conspiracy theorist. The CIA coined that phrase.
And that's okay. Open up a whole nother can of worms here.
Open it up. Do it.
Oh man, like, let's say Trump gets the votes and stuff, and like in my head,
and he might.
They are not going to let him be president. Like that was me. Like he wants to dismantle like the 3-letter agencies, and so the 3-letter agencies are not going to let him. And you know what happens when the 3-letter agencies don't like you? You don't live too long. Like it's like I thought, because I always said that, like, dude, they're not going to let him be president again. These 3-letter agencies, I'm going to vote for him and stuff. They're not going to let him. They're going to find something and do something. I didn't know they'd take a crack shot at him. I didn't know it would get that far.
Yeah,
dude, I mean, that is nuts.
Yeah, and
I'm like, let's do it like an illegal way.
Yes, and that's what blows my mind is that even after someone takes a shot at the king and misses. Now, maybe Panda's right. Maybe I'm so far burned on Trump that I just don't believe the damn thing he says. Maybe he is playing 3D chess. I don't know. I'm not a billionaire. He's obviously smarter than I am. I mean, why isn't he coming out and saying that the three-letter agencies that just run amok, I'm going to tear them apart.
I think I just cracked my tooth.
Hey, don't do that.
Shit. I'll check on it when we're done here. Oh, it's a crown. Oh, well.
You need to stop hurting yourself.
Jeez.
I mean, what?
Yeah,
I mean, so first you try to make me think I'm losing my mind because you muted your microphone, trying to make me think there's a problem on my end, and then you break a tooth right here on stream, and you're trying to blame that on me too.
Yeah.
I can't take you anywhere, man. I can't take you anywhere.
Yeah.
No, but hey, I'll tell you what though. Whenever you start your show, if you want a Russian bot,
Okay.
I'll sign up. I'll be there.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. See. Okay, I
That'd be fun.
appreciate it. No, absolutely. Thank you.
I mean, it's just to me, it's interesting because one thing I would love to do is have a panel of people who just fundamentally disagree on everything, but are capable of having a civil discussion with each other.
Sure.
That would be huge. Just be able to talk to each other, no yelling, no screaming, no calling somebody a commie bastard or calling me a Grand Wizard of the Klan. I mean, just whatever. I mean, just be able to have a civil conversation. That's what I want to do. Because
dude, I swear, like in 2020, I mean, that's what it was. It was like, I'm done playing Mr. Nice Guy, and it's just like y'all are bastards, and like there is no talking and stuff. Just these people just need to end. It was anyway.
I'm right there with you, man. I get it. I understand what it is that you're saying. 100%. I get it. And the thing is, I mean, it's one of the things I wish that Trump would do, and I mean this wholeheartedly, would be that he would tell me what it is that what is his vision? What is he going to do? That's what I want to know. You're going to shrink the debt? How? Tell me, Mr. President, what agency, what department of the federal government are you going to do as the chief executive? What are you going to abolish? How many federal employees are you going to lay off on your first 6 months? What military bases are you going to close? Tell me. That's what I want to know. Earn my vote. I want to vote for you. Earn it.
Oh man, yes, I am getting tired. I am getting tired.
Yep. No man, I am too. I have to get up early too.
My conversation skills go downhill and stuff.
Well, so, especially whenever you break a tooth.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, you're the only person I've ever seen that's managed to break a tooth on a live stream.
I do all kinds of crazy shit.
I can see this. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I mean, it's hard to top breaking a tooth. Do you have any parting words for our three people who are still here?
Yeah. Two. It's just me and you talking now. Is
it just us now?
I'm up.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm up. You're up. We don't even need
better
to chit chat after the stream ends. But I'm just get just follow me.
I pissed off everybody.
I'm
pissed off everybody.
I was Panda suggested I take a break, and so I'm gonna heed that advice.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and so I try to build things like if I don't have like streaming, like I get on and I stream and I just get the bare minimum. I get the bare minimum, like, I want to do this tonight, and I quick get it done, and then it's just the very very haphazardly way put it together, and that's the way it sits forever. That's how I do it. And so me trying to build things and like not having a deadline for it, then that's gonna be hard. I'll just be like, oh no, I'm just resting tonight. If I were streaming, I'm like, I'm gonna get on, I'm gonna stream, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be fun for what it is, but yeah, just it's be difficult just to sit there and try to plan out new things I want to do. So anyway,
if there's with it, if your schedule allows, I think that whenever the vice presidential candidates, whenever they do their debate, if you're able to stream that night, just stream the debate and just have some people on just talk about it. I think it'd be a good way to get started.
Are they going to have you said vice presidential debate?
Yeah.
Are they going to have a presidential debate?
Eventually, and I don't understand why they're not doing that on Joe Rogan's show. I was here. Plaguebane's back. Plaguebane left, and he came back. That dude's a real one.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yep.
No, actually, I stream off of my laptop too sometimes, and gotcha. I want to take the laptop, go to the garage, have a cord going to the garage, as a separate garage, so I can just scream and yell as much as I want during the presidential debate. That's one of the things I want to do, and gotcha. Maybe the vice presidential debate too. And,
I don't know when that's going to happen. Let's see.
They want to get my stuff set up. Yeah.
Let me see here. Vice presidential debate. Let's see if that's going to happen. I found it in Spanish. What do you know? Plastic. What the hell? Okay, so I'm finding all this old stuff. Okay.
Plastic.
I don't know.
Chip my tooth.
Yeah, you just stop hurting yourself. Honestly, that's not good. All right, brother. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and end it here. That way you can get some sleep. I'll get some sleep. Maybe you get your tooth fixed. Oh, you're welcome.
I mean, it's just. I think every once in a while, just a little bit, a little sliver comes off and stuff. So
for the record, I did not hit him. I did not hit Geyck. I did not hit him. He did this on his own. I'm innocent. I did not break his tooth.
All right, dude.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks.
Right,
thanks for doing this. I need to I want to there's a bunch of people I want to collab with, but they won't they do want to collab, but I have to make the steps. So I'm like, dude, let's do it. And then you said hell yeah, just a few days later, we got it done. And so I have to when I start streaming again, I have to just take the steps of doing it, because I think that's what I did previously. I was the guy to put it together, and if you want, call me up and let's do it. I'm for it. I just don't like planning, but I'm learning I have to. I have to do the planning.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things that I've been trying to work on is just reach out to people and say, hey, let's set up a time, let's set up a date, and I need to figure out a way to say, hey, are we going to do this or not without sounding like a dick?
Right.
You've been here the whole time? Plaguebane says he's been here the whole time. So that means Rumble's chat was off. Or not chat.
Well, he's probably just watching. I got one. What the hell? I'm never coming back here. I've only got one follow out of it. Oh, fuck. No, thank you, Z. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, listen, you're expected bot. Sorry, I influence elections. I don't influence wrong. Sorry.
Okay. Face froze. You want to dial up in there? All right. You take care, brother. Dude.
All right, my friend. Y'all have a good night. Y'all follow this man. Go follow Geyck. Unlike me, he's a proper content creator. Seriously, drop him a follow. Don't just leave him with one. Give him more than one. Give him more than one.
See. Let's check it out tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna leave stream. You can do whatever.
All right, brother. I'm heading out too. Y'all have a good one.
Honestly, thank you. This is really cool. Really cool talking to you, dude.
Oh man, it was fun.
All right.
Have a good night. Boom.